Welcome everyone to an arena video. I'm Andrea Mengucci, and this video is sponsored to you by Wizards of the Coast and channelfireball.com. 3 is the Phoenix finishing the top 16 in the MCQ. So MCQ it's a little vague today because there's literally like 20,000 MCQs. So I don't know. It's the Phoenix I'm not a fan of. It's a solid deck, but I'm not a fan though. Our opponent is an 88%er. I don't. Yeah, 88. It's pretty low. Let's see if we can defeat it. 88%. Do you like Dominaria Limited? I mean, I don't know. I just prefer Constructed. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think this standard is just super fun, and like I want to play the standard. Like I prefer playing the standard over any limited. The only bad part of playing standard is that you don't win anything if you win. I really think they should put like the competitive metagame challenges to make you play limited. You playing against Evil Brother? Alright, opponent with a pretty good curve. I don't know. So, but we also have a great curve, by the way. I'm not sure. So we're playing 3 Narset in this deck. Huh. Alright, but we have a great curve here. Very good curve here. Teferi, bounce Wildgrowth Walker, get a blocker to block Jada Ranger. And that's just the strength of Hero Precinct 1. Just basically basically making so that your creature are so large. Sorry, you have just like this large amount of creatures in order to protect your planeswalkers. Dominaria Limited is great. Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's fine. Like again, I like limited, but usually I just prefer a little bit more constructed. If the constructed is cool and like there's infinite amount of decks, like constructed just also. I don't know, just I think that in limited, like if you just log in like now and you see a limited deck, you're just not going to understand much. Like for me, for example, I don't like to follow limited streams. Because limited streams are like you need to follow from the beginning in order to understand it well. So like if someone just connects here and comes here, all right, here we have the decision of what to do. There's a couple of options. One is to attack or just leave mana untapped to block Nissa. Because next turn what's gonna happen is my opponent is gonna play Nissa and tap a forest and play attack Teferi and play Wildgrowth Walker. We're gonna respond by playing land Teferi minus a Nissa. So I kinda need this human to block the Wildgrowth Walker that's going to attack Teferi in 2 turns. Okay? So right now, I don't care about this Teferi. Alright? All I care is to protect the second Teferi. But I don't think, I guess 1 life could matter. So I'm gonna just attack here. I mean, it really takes someone like Ben S to walk you through it. It doesn't make sense because, I can do that as well. Javier can do that as well. A good player can walk you through their draft. It's Ben S does it and we don't. But it's not that, I mean, I love that he just likes limited a lot, so he does it better. It's just in general. Like whenever I watch a stream, if he's playing limited, I'm not watching. Because I think that you need to stay there from the beginning, and that's just not a thing that you can expect. Whereas here, you can just log in now, and you can easily, follow the plan. Yeah, that's it. If you miss the drive, you're not as invested. So I just think that's also. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying bad thing about the Ben S. I'm just saying that it's okay. All right, whatever. I really wish I had a hero. Hero's so good in this spots because like imagine every turn here with a meta token to protect this planeswalker over and over. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Fairy, talk away to Nissa, and pass the turn. They did not play Wildgrowth Walker, which means to me that they have a cast down. But I'm still gonna go for this. Like if they cast down my token in order to kill my Teferi, it's not gonna be a big deal. I really need to make this play or I'll double my opponent's creatures. Wow, they don't do that? That's weird. They probably just forgot to play a Wildgrowth Walker. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I understand you. I understand. I feel you. The second Nissa. Nissa's such a good card. Nissa's such a good card. It's just that. So what happened is that my stream, I really want to do things that I like in other that I like and I don't like in other decks in other people's stream. For example, for example, um, for example, a lot of people want music, right? I don't like too much the music on my stream, you know. And despite other streamers do it, I just it's weird. My opponent is not playing their cards post combat. All right, what to do now? So I could go to fairy. But the fairy says put target non-land permanent, and that's annoying. So I can't go to fairy tuck, but eventually they'll just be able to cast their cards. This is such a beating. Alright. So what we can do is play Basilica Bellhound and I don't know, just Iron Score one of these tokens. I can do that. Can do that. Basilica Bellhound at the end of the day will just block pretty well at 3-4. Guard Mage seems better than Bellhound. Check out how Bellhound pairs against against Nissa. I was in the Elite Guard Mage camp, by the way, my friends. But, I just copied Martin Muller's list, which is a very good player, one of the best players. And he's playing 4 Basilica Bellhound. And as you can see now, he's probably not wrong. He's probably not wrong now. Alright, I'm gonna leave them a lot of mana. If they have a Crisis, I die, but I think I wanna keep the Tyrant Scorn for... Maybe actually I should just kill this Overgrown Tomb now. Yeah, I'm actually gonna kill this Overgrown Tomb now. Because I did discard the Wildgrowth Walker. I wanted to keep Tyrant Scorn for Wildgrowth Walker, but I ended up just discarding it. So, might as well just kill the Overgrown Tomb. Bellhound is alive against Monred, yeah. Where I can see the list. Always in the same place, Timao Pumpa. My decks are always... Either if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, or if you go exclamation mark decks. There's a lot of ways to see my lists. Alright, I got Jailer Ranger having Nissa on top. Oh, what are we talking about? Something else? Did you see the top 16 list from an Invitational Online qualifier? No, I didn't. I'm gonna check out later. Thank you very much. I'm gonna open the list. Even though I really dislike Reddit, I never open Reddit in my... I tend to never open Reddit in my life. It just makes my life much better. But I'm gonna open that single post. Alright, so they decided to scribe to the graveyard in Nissa. That's good news, because that means that I can put the fairy on this Nissa. And now, if you look at this Basilica Bellhound, I think it's gonna be pretty good here. Because I think this is just that we are gonna just defend ourselves very well with this Basilica Bellhound. We keep on trying this Narset. I am not sure why it's in the deck, honestly. It's not even that multicolor card for a hero. But, I mean, again, I just trusted Martin Muller for the list, and then we would just explore it later. Now I wish I had the Ugin. I have the Fairy, which is like similar. So I'm gonna play the Fairy, minus on Nissa, and just pass the turn. Why don't you like Reddit? Reddit, it's full of very sad people that all they want to do is just insulting or whatever they want. And I just hate to see the internet, basically. I just hate the part of the internet where you can just post without your account. It's basically like Twitch. It's basically like Twitch. But it's basically like Twitch during a PT. It's awful. The chat is just full of very sad people that just insult whoever's playing or, that insult literally whatever. And on my channel, if someone does that, I ban him. And I can do that. So it's fine. But other than that, it's just full of super bad comments. I guess LSV just tweeted that. If you go on the LSV tweets, he just tweeted something about like that. And I just, my life is much better if I don't see those things. My life is just better if I don't even get to read any single thing about, whatever any sad person can say around the world. Because I'm pretty happy with my life and I'm pretty happy about, a lot of things I do. So all I want to do is just not see bad people around. I just, kind of you can say that I'm like in this crystal ball where everything is great. Yeah, maybe. But I just prefer like this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like some people just don't care. Like returning to the election, just literally people were like happy when boats of immigrants were dying, stuff like that. People just don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna block the land over Jailer Ranger, of course, because this is basically land or elf. And yeah, as you can see, this Basilica Bellhound 8/3/3. If it was a guard mage, we wouldn't. I Yeah, communities are fully supportive as well. I don't care. I don't care about if I don't care if their communities are supportive. I just stay there with my on Messenger with the friends that want. I just read there. Okay, they have two cards. It's very strange. I don't know what my opponent has in hand. I'm gonna kick things off with Narset. Watch out for your mana base. Watch out to top well. So I'm gonna go Narset minus. But aren't we the best Twitch chat you can wish for? You are, Juvie. You are. That's why. That's why I said it's cool. Okay, we got Tyrant's Scorn and Teferi. Alright, I'm gonna get Teferi, I guess. I mean, it's a third Teferi. I will eventually finish my Teferis. I'm gonna get Basilica Bellhound. Probably my opponent has a land in it. I don't really know what my opponent has in it. It's very strange. My opponent. Alright, they should have a Niece at some point, but two Basilica Bellhound now will stop very well. Obviously, I'm curious whether you play viewers deck list on stream. No, really, no, I don't play viewers deck list. I just like to play decks that I believe are good. Another thing that I don't like, about some streams that they do the donation decks. I don't like that thing. I think a streamer should play. It's basically the same thing that I do for Channel Fireball. I only play like good decks that I believe are good and interactive and fun. But I decide them because sometimes the viewer can have a less. All right, gonna get Dovin's Veto because that's gonna counter Nisa. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to Fairy Plus. And I think I'm in a great position. I mean, at the end of the day, if you think about it, my opponent did nothing this game. They only played the Nisa. That's basically all they did. And we was pretty good still. Yeah. See you next time. Good luck. Good luck, Thalia. Sorry. Good night, Thalia. I meant. All right. I'll pause the turn and. All right. I got Sunsis Trophy on my Teferi. Do I have any answer for a Planeswalker once it's the field? Do I have the Spark, something like that? I don't have any answer to Planeswalker. I only have Teferi's answer to Planeswalkers. I guess I have Oath of Kaya. Usually that's an answer, but Nitsa goes up to 6. I think I'm just gonna be fine with it. I'm just gonna let them kill my Teferi. Elder Spell. Yeah, that's true. I have one Elder Spell. It's just that I wanted to kill this Nisa to be fine. Even though, like, we have 2/3/4s that could just have a Crazes and played for literally 20,000. Alright, I decided to not play, which is strange. Actually, Crazes does nothing of Narset. Alright, I'm gonna kick things off with Narset minus and then Thought Erasure to just exploit the Surveil better. You don't want to Surveil and then use Narset. Alright, do I get more Dovin's Veto? I don't think Oath of Kaya does too much here. I'm just gonna get that on Dovin's Vetoes. And then I'm gonna go Elder Spell. I meant Thought Erasure. Good morning, Matt. Alright, and here we're basically sitting, waiting to draw something good. I'm not gonna attack. Yeah, I should have probably just get an Oath of Kaya, I don't know, so that I could have killed the Drumnet Catacomb and start attacking. Yeah. No, I know, but like, still, I like going to read people's initial reaction to Reddit. Alright, so they go for Crazes, which is pretty sad because they're not gonna draw any card. But still, 5 mana 5/5 right now, it's not that bad. I'm gonna use all my Narsets first, and that's a cool thing of Narset. It's just that you use it and then you're fine with it. And then you just don't use it anymore. Alright, so I'm gonna destroy the Crazes. Then I'm gonna destroy the Drumnet Catacomb. Actually, no, I'm just gonna attack. I think I'm just not attacking with 1. I'm still gonna go out of Kaya, destroy the Drumnet Catacomb. And I'm gonna attack just with 1. I think I wanna save my Narset, just in case my opponent draws another Crazes. I feel like it's more than everyone's just that's the reason. Alright. You are suddenly seeing so much Izzet Phoenix. I mean, like as I said, Izzet Phoenix is a good deck. I mean, it's never not been a good deck. It's just been like, a fine choice. Alright, I have nothing. I'm going to pass the turn. They have a Crazes 4/4, which, again, is not going to draw any card because I have Narset. It's the strength of Narset, by the way. Are you testing Esper midrange? I am, as you can see. Alright, so they just played our 6 mana 4/4 flyer, also known as Volcanic Dragon. Alright. Wish I did counter that Assassin's Trophy on Teferi. I got kind of punished. I got kind of punished for that. Passing the turn. Wasn't it aided by you? For Esper mid range, no, I never hated Esper mid range. Also, I'm just trying new decks. I think I've streamed plenty of a four color Dreadhorde. All right, so what are we gonna do here? 22 to 28. I don't think I'm winning the race. So I'm just gonna go Tyrant's Corn, kill the Crazes, and just call it a day. Just passing the turn, waiting for. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, the Fairy Time Reveler would be great, but I already have like five Teferi played. I do play eight Teferi in my deck. I think I like attack with one guy. What if he just trades though? And also, what if I just draw? What if I just draw Teferi, bounce the Oath of Kaya so that I can kill the Jailer Ranger so that I can attack later? I think attacking there was wrong. I think trading here was wrong. Just because I have two Teferi Time Reveler, that I can use it to bounce my Oath of Kaya. And then I can just kill Jailer Ranger. Alright, keep on Thought Erasuring it now. Just crying it's better. Alright, there it is. Finally we got that Teferi. What is the winning condition of this deck? We do have a bunch of just planeswalkers. This is like kind of a control deck. It doesn't really control. Like control nowadays doesn't mean counters because counters are pretty bad now. I'm gonna just take this 4 damage because I have Oath of Kaya, and also I'm gonna protect my planeswalker next turn, so I don't want to lose creature now. I'm gonna go Teferi, bounce the Oath of Kaya. That's just one of the coolest play that a deck like this can make. We play 4 Teferi and 3 Oath of Kaya, so we're gonna make this play a lot today. This is just a lot of card advantage. Alright, there it is. Let's make sure we have right mana. Yes, we do. Okay. So play out of Kai, we kill a 4-3. Yeah, I mean, we have Liliana. Then I'm going to play land because then I have Dovin's Veto up. Yes. So I'm going to play Basilica Bellhound. It's not going to discard any card. Now Elite Garbage would have been better. I think maybe a split is fine. I don't know. Do I want to attack here? I don't think so, because my opponent could just throw in all the board to kill my Teferi, and I kind of want just this Teferi to stick around. Also, yeah, I mean, Teferi -8 is a win con. Oh, I got a Vivian Raid on top, but we have 2 Dovin's Veto in our hand. And the thing that I like about this list is, the thing that I like about this list is the combination of Teferi plus Oath of Kaya. Again, I just copied Marty Muller's list. Not gonna. I don't have a better explanation than that. Alright, Narset. The third Narset. This deck is playing 3 Narset. And of course, whenever you're in its top deck mode, yes. It's a pretty good draw. Alright, gonna get more Oath of Kaya here. Even though. Alright, Explode. Very good. They could have had something like Carnage Tyrant that would have been annoying. But nowadays, people don't play Carnage Tyrant anymore. Alright, so in the sideboard we have Kaya's Wrath, D-Spark, more Commanded Dreadhorde. So the sideboard is kind of like, if we want to switch gears, which I think we want to. Let's see. I'm not sure that this 3-4 is so strong. It's just that, it's pretty good against red. It's probably the only reason why it's in the deck. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to go like this, something like this, to see, if design is good or not. I don't want Excellence Binding because they should be Vivian Reed as well. Do I want anything else? Maybe D-Spark. Excellent Binding should be against red, because if you just Excellent Binding like a Frenzy or a Chandra, they can't replay them, and that's cool. That's very good. But I don't think I won in this matchup because they just showed me Vivian Reed. Alright, the thing is that do I want D-Spark? Maybe 1. For like 1 Basilica Bellhound. And then just call it a day. Yeah. I like Elite Garbage in this deck. I agree. Elite Garbage must be fine. The problem is that it's not that good against red. It's fine. Against red, it's a card that you're happy to have, but Basilica Bellhound would be better if you can cast it. And this deck plays Plains and Swamp. It doesn't play any island. So you should be able to cast your Basilica Bellhound. And then if you go like you don't have enough sources to play Narset, as you can see now. But the thing is that you don't necessarily need to play Narset on turn 3. Like this is a 3 drop, but it's not a 3. Like if this card, would have just had like you can't cast it on turn 5. It's like Sarah Ranger. You still would be happy because you're not gonna play this card on turn 3 very often. It's just basically a late game card that shuts off some decks. I'm not a fan of those. As a White Wing or Celestia, sure, as a White Wing is fine, but I wouldn't put Remorseful Cleric in other strategies. As a White Wing deck, it's okay. It costs rates, not a 3-drop, yeah. Or unfortunately, I can't play anything from my hand. I wish I had a blue land to cast these two cards. But I mean, that's just Esper. Esper, it's like this very often. We don't have blue source. We don't have a great mana base. We don't have explorers that fixes us. We don't have, you know... Alright, I need to charge my computer. Where is the charger? We don't have the explorers to fix us. We don't have like incubation druid. We don't have paradise druid. So our mana base will naturally just be worse whenever you don't play green. That's just a thing that of standard overall. Like whenever you play green, you're gonna be like, oh, you know, I got so unlucky. You know, but that's just not being unlucky or lucky. Like I guess we just go lucky now that we draw this Glacial Fortress. That's the truth. Alright, I'm gonna go Thunder Rager here. Because they could have a Nissa? They could have a Nissa, and we really need to discard it. I think they have... What do they have? Cast down? Because they're waiting. I think they like a cast down. Whatever, we're gonna see it. But it's important to exploit Arena. Like, you know, the auto-topper and stuff like that. Like, you know, when they are pausing, they have a shock or stuff like that. It's important to notice. Alright, opponent has a very strange combination of cards in their hand. If you would have gave me a lot of choices in order to guess which card my opponent had in the deck in hand, it probably would have taken me like 1,000 or so to guess Modulum Secrets and Costly Plunder. I think I've never played this card, not even in Limited. Why are not you using Thief of Sanity? That's a good question. Why I'm not using Thief of Sanity? Well, Thief of Sanity, honestly, again, all I did is just copying Marty Muller's list. But Thief of Sanity, it's a card that has underperformed a lot for me. And that's one of the reasons why I hated Esper Midrange. So, Thief of Sanity plays so bad against Teferi, it's unreal. You just play Thief of Sanity, your opponent plays Teferi. They bounce it. And you just got nothing. And they got, you know, a... What? Where were all these cards in game 1? You are still on the White Weenie train now. I dropped White Weenie so long ago. Sorry. I just think that Monored is too popular and the matchup is just bad. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go for Oath of Kaya, keeping Dovin's Veto up. And now we just got this Narset plus Dovin Veto. It's just kind of awkward, but at the same time, I think we're fine. Like, if I draw Teferi. You're getting memed. I mean, if I win, I'm not really getting memed. I'm getting memed if I lose. If I win, I'm not getting memed. Free to play to mythic deck. I mean, you know the answer. It's mono red. It's boring, but it's mono red. It's boring, but it's mono red. I mean, I wish they would have just put 20,000 mythics in mono red, so there would have been less mono red players. But that's unfortunately the life we're living in. It's just mono red. It's like the free to play deck, and it's also, you know, one of the best one. Which would be cool in general, but the problem is that, mono red, you know, it's just... Alright, with nothing to do, I'm just gonna pause the turn here. I'm gonna play Town Score in their turn, because if they draw Negate and negate my Town Score, I'm actually pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy. Is Deckmaster working for me? For you? It isn't? I'll just try to switch it off and switch it on again, I guess. It's not working. I had it open, so it's strange that it's not working. Alright, what do I want to do here? Now it should be working. I don't know why. It said something. It said something red. It said Twitch pop-up messages sending successfully was red. Now it's blue. Alright, so what do I want to do? Narset or Liliana? It's very likely that they have a Vrasta's Contempt, so I'm just gonna go Narset. Also, this protects me from a future... This protects me from a future crisis. And I wonder if my opponent has a crisis. Some places.
Look at the look on Reed's face there. He can't quite believe what's happening to him here. That's got to become a meme at some point.
And we got a subscription by Wheels Mages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you think about Mono Blue? I've never liked the deck, sorry. Wrong person to ask that question. Alright, I guess they could have an Elder Spell, but whatever, right? We're just gonna go Liliana plus. Because I kinda wanna keep this Teferi in case my opponent goes for Nisa. Wheeled Mage. It's got like a white coat on it for me. What? What is a white coat for me? Alright, they got Liliana as well. And that's why I kind of wanted to keep Teferi, because like nowadays Teferi is not anymore like the big Teferi that you used to remember. Now Teferi is more like this dude that just basically it's like an Ugin. You know, it just removes planeswalkers. And it used to be like, you know, this unbeatable planeswalker and blah blah blah, but now it's just fine. Now it just removes opponents' planeswalkers. All right, so I'm just gonna pass because I can't attack here. I guess I can. Yeah, I'm gonna attack here. If opponent attacks a planeswalker, it's gonna be okay. And we got a donation. Wow, from Hangyu. Thank you, Hangyu. Sorry, maybe I'm wrong. Nickname. What was your nickname? Let's check. Hang you. Hi Andrea, I've been watching you play 4-color a lot and got to Mythic yesterday. I'm going to play GP Taipei next weekend. I know that is gonna be high percentage red white. What do you recommend to make some changes for the deck? When is GP Taipei? Is it next week? I guess white you're very good. Against white it's a very good matchup, so it's fine. Against red it's not. If you watch my stream yesterday, probably on VODs, you know, you can see that I changed something. I had the third Thrashing Brownton, I added the third Vraska. I also added, you know, because those two cards are, I think, important to just not flood. Because one of the big problem with the 4-color Dreadhorde against red is that you flood, and once that happens, it's pretty annoying because there's not much you can do about it, and they just have their board presence and etc. and you just flood out. So Hangyu, what I recommend you is to put the third Vraska and the third Thrashing Brontodon, because those two cards are relevant, and also don't board out all the commanded Dreadhordes like I said to do in the article. Yeah, Red Deck Queen is definitely going to be popular. 4-color Dreadhorde is a tough choice, but all in all, at the end of the day, it's just a good card. It's just a good card. It's just a good deck. You praise on like Esper, it praise on Planeswalker decks, so it's kind of like a next level. Bad against maybe the most popular deck, but not that bad. I mean, we did beat Mono Red a lot. I think 4-color Dreadhorde is still my favorite deck to play, honestly. Dreadhorde should be great there. If yes, that's why we have. All right, and once again, you see this deck has a pretty bad mana base. And again, whenever you don't have green, you have these bad mana bases. Unless you draw a lot of lands, your mana base is gonna be bad. That's why we play 26 lands. Yes, it has to be quite weird. I agree. All right, unfortunately, not any to draw any shock lands, so our mana base is gonna be awful. Do you know what will Watsy do when standard rotates? No, I have no clue. But you think Selesnya decent versus Red Wet? And I don't know. Insanity. I know that you love this Wet Wing and Selesnya. It's just not my thing anymore. Sorry. Okay. Unfortunately, we did not draw any land. So so if I go a hero, they're just gonna go remove a spell. So I need to go a Thought Erasure also because this tries a land to the top. They're also kinda mana screwed here. They're just I think my plan is just gonna be discard Growth Chamber Guardian and just hope they mana screw for the rest of the game. It's gonna be a pretty bad hope, but that's gonna be my hopes. Started road 8 on October. Alright, they drew a land. What's the Gruul Guildgate? It's not much I can do about this, I think. Though, because, you know, the other hand is just a power. Alright, draw a top land. So I'm gonna go. So I think is that if I go without Erasure, they go Rekindling Phoenix. Like if I discard Chandra, I go Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, actually I'm gonna discard Rekindling Phoenix. I don't think I can beat Rekindling Phoenix with my hand. Chandra, I'm gonna just probably. Chandra, I'm gonna just probably hope they miss. They break a bunch. Yeah. Anything cut through the eyes and Horizon spoilers. Yeah, there's a lot of good legacy cards. There's a lot of good legacy cards. Alright, I got land. I'm gonna just scoop up. Alright, Gruul. Gruul beats, guys. Gruul beats very much. Alright, so playing as Gruul. So I want Kaya's Wrath. I want D-Spark because, funnily enough, they do have a lot of expensive stuff that just beats you. And Lyra. Lyra's so strong. Gonna put out Commanded Dreadword. I think I'm gonna put out one Teferi. Bazika Bellhound come out with like one copy. I'm gonna put out Era as well. I don't want to have Era plus Kaya's Wrath combination. And then Dovin's Veto, it's awkward. Elder Spell, it's awkward as well. I wonder if I should board out some Elder Spell on Dovin's Veto. I do have D-Spark. D-Spark deals, oh, definitely some binding. Yeah, I'm gonna board out maybe one Dovin's Veto. I'm gonna leave in these Elder Spell and Dovin's Veto. That's weird, but I think that's cool with that. And Narset, it's awkward. Because Narset is card advantage, it's like everything, but maybe they can attack it. You know, they could have like Legion War Boss, easily Legion War Boss. Maybe I just have Crydocarnarium. Maybe it's just gonna board in a couple of Crydocarnarium over Endless Spell and Dovin's Veto. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just morphing into a control deck. Which, by the way, the control deck these days do not play counters anymore. If you play counters in 2019, you're doing wrong. I mean, Dovin's Veto is fine because it works very well with the Fairy Plus, and also can just counter a Teferi or a Narset. But Absorb is just not playable anymore because on turn 3, if you're on the draw, you can't counter the real good stuff. Alright, we got lands. Whenever you got lands, it's just, you're so happy with these decks. I'm easily gonna keep basically any 5 lands to spell, and even 5 lands Liliana Teferi. I'm just gonna keep. He's Thunder Elfie at the moment. Yes, it is. There's a lot of decks, and there's a lot of interactive decks, and there's just exactly what I believe with Elfie. I think that a format is healthy when the games are fun. I don't care about the diversity of the format. All I care is about the format being fun for me to play it. Put him into 4. That's pretty unhealthy. All right. I'm gonna leave them with their Lightning Strike. And I'm just gonna play Narset, and that's a bad part about Narset. What am I gonna do? What am I going to do with Narset? Do I just minus it now? Yeah, probably. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna trade. It's one. It's a. I'm gonna take another Narset. Yeah, I mean that's a good part of having a lot of Narsets. Or putting now is gonna, you know, it's got 2 for 1 basically. Oh, they don't lightning strike. Wow. Do you do you do you what is fun about drawing 4 lands in 22 cards in draft? Was that learn to learn? You probably didn't learn to learn because that's exactly what Magic is. You get unlucky sometimes, so you should learn it better. Alright, I'm gonna play Todd. I'm gonna take Todd Erasure now. Very good Todd Erasure whenever your opponent's mana screwed. Yeah. Counters is 2018. And I'm happy because I've been saying this for a very long time at this point, that counters is 2018. And, you know, now people figure it out, and I'm happy. Alright. I mean, we're just gonna win this game. It's just a matter of what's the fastest route for the win. I'm just gonna do the good old combo, Teferi bounce, and then discard it. Which is pretty cool. Because remember, Teferi just draws cards. Alright, we got a Crydocarnarium as well. Matzo! Alright, yeah, I'm gonna discard, probably Rekindle. I mean, I have a Cloud Erasure as well. I'll discard Rekindling Phoenix. And it's gonna stay on the bottom, because I have already 5 mana for Teferi. And this is over, because they played a 3-2. I'm gonna play Teferi Plus, and then Thought Erasure, and it's gonna be game. Alright. I meant Tyrant Scorn. I guess Thought Erasure as well if I had Teferi, but I mean, they're putting Mulligan to 4, so like, it's not. I'm not losing to a Mulligan to 4 in standard. If I draw functional. Yesterday in Pauper, there was like this crazy game where both of us just got super mana screwed for like the first 6 turns. It was like one of the craziest game ever. You won in the multi-4 and the PT? Yeah, I mean, but in order for multi-4 to win, you need your opponent to not function. Or like it's freaking modern, it doesn't matter because it's like whatever. And you just go drawn and then you win. All right. So this is the a cool play. I don't know, like if you're new to this format, you haven't seen, but it's pretty good. I'm just gonna leave them go for Growth Chamber Guardian. Yeah, Trunk and win the multi four. Exactly what I meant with that thing. All right. Basically, now we're behaving as an Esper control deck. Glory Bringa. Alright, I'm gonna keep on doing the Teferi thing. And remember, Teferi says all your sorceries. Oh, I shouldn't have done in upkeep. I should have done in draw step. Whatever. Teferi says all your sorceries. So even multiple, you can just cast multiple sorceries in your opponent's turn. I don't want to show them Lyra. I don't want to show them Crown of the Carnarium. I don't want to show them Kaya's Wrath. I literally just want to make them think that we are like an Esper aggro deck and not an Esper control deck here. Because like showing sideboard cards, like whenever you're so far ahead, your opponent's only basically playing for your opponent's only basically play only for like getting more information about you, about your deck. So I don't want to show them that we have Kaya's Wrath and etc. Because hopefully, whenever I'm gonna go for this Teferi emblem, he's going to concede, or they're going to concede. If that's not gonna happen, I will eventually just kill them with Basilica Bellhound. Why haven't they conceded? I don't know. People don't love to concede, and people there are they're allowed to do that. But the thing is that you don't want to give them informations, all right? Because they could have like Collegiate Colossus and everything in the sideboard. Because it's not very good if I don't have Lyra. Collegiate Colossus, it's just a pump spell, so you don't want Collegiate Colossus against like an Esper hero deck. We showed them here, I believe. I don't know, maybe not. I mean, we just got destroyed in game one, so yeah. I mean, I like how this looks. On game with Esper control in the last standard, I before you serve banana. Matt, are you ready to come to Senegalia? It'll be just 30 days. Just 30 days, Matt. Wouldn't Elder be spelled against the deck full of Chandra and Sarkhan? I mean, it's not full of Chandra. They just have Chandra and Sarkhan. It's not full of them. And they have two Planeswalkers, and they also have creature decks. So they have like Groove Spellbreaker, Chain Whirler, Legion War Boss. I don't want to have situational cards. I think I have these sparks already, and that's fine, because it also deals with our Healing Phoenix. Alright, very good end. How come you play Esper Control? Did it do well? Oh, this is not Control. This is more like an Esper hero that morphs into Control deck. It's not, like, nowadays, the word Control, it's kind of disappeared from Standard. Because you can't control anymore. There's just too many Planeswalkers. So you need hero to pressure those Planeswalker decks. And post Cyber, though, against decks with creatures, I don't mind just boarding Kaya's Wrath. And this deck is from Martins Muller, one of the best player in the world. He took a break from Magic, but he's now back. And I thought he had a Thought Erasure. I had a Tyrant's Scorn, okay. And he went very very close to the. Went very very close to the. All right, here I'm gonna go Tyrant's Scorn, Narset. That could have Legion War Boss to kill my. It doesn't even kill it still, so Like while I could have played Oath of Kaya, I prefer to just go Narset here. Just getting on board. Just getting to find my Teferis. Kaya's not. No, if you go exclamation mark deck, you'll see the deck. Yeah, Chain Whirler is definitely the card they should have banned if they wanted to ban something, not Rampaging Ferocidon. It's kind of funny that Rampaging Ferocidon is the only card banned right now in Standard, but I guess they just didn't want to unban it or anything. All right, I'm gonna go for Teferi here. I don't think they can punish me too much. Also, I don't have any counter magic. Is there any meta deck that runs Kaya right now? Main deck? No, I don't. Like Esper Control has disappeared. Nobody plays Esper Control anymore. All right, Ninja Warboss is a very good card. Post Sideboard is very good against these Planeswalker decks. All right, you can just plus this and pass the turn. Since I can Kaya's Wrath in upkeep in combat. So let's say they have another Legion Warboss. They're not going to do what they want to do. They could have +4/+2, the Collision Colossus, but that's fine. We still have Kaya's Wrath. We still have Tyrant's Scorn up. But like this way, if they have another Legion Warboss, they have to play post combat. All right. Oh, you mean Kaya, the Planeswalker? Yeah, there is a banned Candy Standard. Yes, there is. It's a card that was banned whenever it was like this obscure time. Unfortunately, all right, these spark works so well against this Planeswalker. So, but in instant, it's great. It was a pretty obscure time in Standard, and things weren't looking very good back then. But now we have a very good Standard, very healthy. A lot of decks, a lot of metagame changing, and it's pretty cool. All right, what do we got? I think I'm gonna get the Fairy over Excellent Binding. And I think so. The thing is that if I draw a land here is great because I can have Tyrant scoring up. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna minus here. You know what? I'm gonna plus it. I could play like Rekindling Phoenix and I just love to bounce it. Rekindling Phoenix just doesn't play well at all against Fairy. During the Dark Ages, people even played Best of One Magic. Oh, I don't think Best of One Magic is that bad as people said it was. I mean, of course, I won the Mythic Invitation. I was best of one, but I think people were just like, it's bad. But for the new player, best of one, it's the magic that exists. Like whenever we go play for fun, I play for fun a lot. Like whenever I just go with my friends, we play like Pauper, Vintage, Legacy. We don't sideboard because that just takes time. We just play our good and interactive deck, best of one, because that's how Magic's supposed to be. And then sure, like Dredge, Mud, Tron, those awful decks exist, and then you need sideboard. But if Magic was like at the peaks, at the purest thing, it would just be best of one. Like when I play like Popper, it's a scred against Blue Black Alchemy, and we just play best of one because it's the funniest. You just don't need sideboard. But the problem is that other decks exist, and we need sideboard to make up for it. All right, I think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to keep hands like this with this deck. I don't think you should mulligan these. Like sure, if I don't hit my land next turn, it's gonna be awful. Because I missed my second land drop. But we played 26. So I think best of one it's actually like fine. But the problem was that like Chain Whirler, Dauntless Bodyguard, Teferi were around and those were like super good. Like nowadays might even be a good format, honestly. Hello. Are you did I do in time in my 30 seconds? Or did I do it? Smoke and try to reach and let them notice out of the cage. Alright guys. I'm done with my bathroom break. And we can get back to playing this deck. This deck is the mana base of this deck is very bad. Like, sure, you can say we got unlucky with those hands, and then whenever I was playing Esper Control in the Mythic Invitation, I never had those hands. But I just think that this mana base is awful. If you draw two lands, it's very likely that you're non-functional. Whenever you play green, you can easily have two lands hand that are very functional because they have Pardas Druid, they have Branch Walker, you know. Okay, so playing some weird deck here, guys. Very weird deck. They have Thought Erasure. I think I want to just get rid of this Nicol Bozy Dragon God, even if the, like this was reputation. I don't know. So all the cards other than Terrace Corns and Cast Down are pretty good. I think I'm just gonna get Thought Erasure and just hope to find an answer. Ooh. I'm gonna graveyard this. They have two removal spell for it, so I don't mind it. Option on Gruul. I think Gruul is good. It's not my deck. It's not my style of deck, but it's a good deck. All right, that's a good draw. Although I think I'm gonna be man efficient here and just play the Fairy draw card immediately. I don't think there's any 3-drop that can punish me, whereas they can have Bedevil to kill it. So I need to cash in the Fairy right now. Yeah, and then Bedevil. That's why I hate cards like Bedevil, because what they did here was very card disadvantaging. All right, gonna keep on doing the same thing. Pretty good draw. Another Teferi. Just getting our 2 for 1s. It's great. All right, Dovin's Veto. That's a nice draw. Did he qualify? He went very close to qualifying. Yes. Also, is a very good player and a streamer. He also streams. All right. I need to go. I need to put a stop in the draw step, and now I can do enter stopped, or yeah. Okay, so let's make them draw a card, and then I'll Thought Erasure them in draw step. All right, a lot of the cards do nothing, and I'm happy about it. I think I just want to let them have Mastermind's Acquisition. I'm just gonna discard Dragon God. I think Dragon God is a very good card, and I'm just gonna Dovin's Veto this Mastermind Acquisition and just gonna leave them with 4 unplayable cards in their hand. Opponent missed land drop. Yes, they did. Alright, I do the classic Motobug. Do you know, guys, what's Motobug? A Motobug is when you... A Motobug is when you scry to the bottom of like a card, like Tyrant's Score, and you draw immediately. That's a Motobug. But it's not a bug. You just say that because it's funny, but that's it. Alright, they're not cashing their Mastermind. Alright, they do. I'm gonna Dovin's Veto it. They could get a creature, and I can't counter it. I just know their hand right now, so there's no point in not doing that. Okay. I'm gonna go Hero and Oath of Kaya. I know that they have a Crowd the Carnarium, but next turn I can just easily just bounce my Oath of Kaya with the Teferi. So I'm gonna just... Alright, I'll plus. For color, Dreader with Bolus won the last SCG. Last SCG was modern. I don't really pay attention to the classic. It's just a 6 or 7 rounds tournament. But yeah, I mean, it could be cool. I don't know. I just don't want to. I think my mana base is already pretty bad. I don't want to add the triple black card in my Jade Light Ranger deck. All right, they have a 4/4, so I think I just want to bounce that instead of my Oath of Kaya. All right, draw the Elder Spell, which does nothing. Good morning, Mengucci. Good morning, Colossal Idiot. This Crybuck does justice. In my MCQ, we played all 8 rounds plus top 8 all the same day. Yes, that's how Magic works. EPYR3X. What do you want to do? Tell me. What was your option? To play 4 days on Friday, four rounds on Saturday, 4 rounds on Sunday, and then a lunch break. What do you think on UB Control from Greg Kowalski? I prefer white. I think not playing Teferi, it's a pretty big mistake. Rude streamer, yes. Mango very rude. Mango's very rude. I think I'm gonna keep on landing my hand because my opponent could draw Nicol Boz the Ravager. Pausa merenda. Yeah, all the pausa. Breakfast, merenda, lunch. All the pauses. Alright, here is the classic Grixis Pile with a bunch of spot removal spell. We also do have a bunch of spot removal spell, but luckily we have Oath of Kaya that can just, get bounced from Teferi to do a little bit of value. Not that it did. It did nothing right now. It just was a lava spike. So actually, I'm just saying things. The point, you can Elder Spell Teferi to ult it. This point, you can Elder Spell to ult it. Yes, next turn I can. Do I want to do that? Huh. Yeah, I think I will, right? I mean, I lose Teferi, but how can I lose? And this is the Splinter Twin combo. I mean, they could have a Bedevil, but I mean, if they had the Bedevil, they would have done in their turn, right? Yeah. If they had the Bedevil, they would have done in their turn. So there's no way they have anything. So bye bye Teferino, and thank you Teferone for your services. They say good game, and let's see if they explode. If they explode, I'll be happy. If they don't explode, then it's like, yeah, alright, they explode, nice. We think of Phoenix Cyber best of one. I have no thoughts about it. The winner told on cam that he didn't even play the GP. What? He didn't even play a GP around. Yes, I remember playing 11 round. 11. I remember playing 10 rounds GP Milan, no buys, 10 rounds. It was sealed when I had Olivia and Mayor of Averbrook. It was sealed in the strat. I played 10 rounds in one day, no buys. No, not between Swiss and top 8. I mean, it's just the day after, so. Alright. Yeah, it's hard. Magic, it's hard. You know, there's other things that you can do if you want to relax. But Magic tournaments, it's hard, and the best Magic player wins. So, you know. Okay, so I want a Commander Shredder because we're playing against a low slow deck. This Spark is good because it kills both Nicol Boluses. This Spark is just a very versatile card. I don't think I want Duress or Elder Spell. I'm gonna have like, some binding because they have no ways to deal with enchantment. So if I just kill Nicol Bolas, they can't play Nicol Bolas ever again. So what do I want to do? Tarnscorn kills. Tarnscorn kills Thief. I think I'm gonna throw him on these removal spells, and maybe throw him on Elder Spell as well. We do have the Spark for Elder Spell. We need to cut one more card. What's it gonna be? I guess a Basilica Lounge. No Ugin. A Basilica Lounge is here, I believe, for Mono, right? It's much better than Elite Guard Mage there. No Ugin. Ugin is a 6-drop. 6-drop is much more than 5. Bocconi is the best player. It is indeed. He is the best player. Alright, this hand is particularly great. We have a turn 2 Thought Erasure into some removal spell. Do I have actually having...
In some cases.
Yeah.
On Reed's face there, you can't quite believe what's happening to him. That's going to become a meme at some point.
Thank you, Imprix3, for your subscription. As a gift for you, I'm gonna show you this awful hand from my opponent. Which is, by the way, the classic hand from a Aggressive Control deck. Just a bunch of spot removals that do nothing. Yeah, that GIF is pretty cool, I agree. I agree indeed. Alright. Let's keep on playing top lands, and sure, next turn we're gonna probably just play Basilica by the Hound, which is gonna be answered as a 2 for 1. We do have Tyrant's Core. Maybe I just want to slow roll that. I just want to roll that. What do you guys think if I just slow roll the Basilica by the Hound until I have 6 mana? I think I'm actually gonna do that, yeah. I have 2 Tyrant's Chords. Gotta feel good to put the Legion Reduke on the spot. Yes, yes. That's just the meme, the Reduke meme. How about Search for Azcanta? I think Search for Azcanta right now is pretty bad against Vraska. I don't really want to play it. I think Narset is much better. It's very close. It's very similar. Okay, what do I want to do? I think I'll play Hero. Because I have Tyrant's Core if they play a removal spell. And that way, it's going to make a token, and it's going to counter their play. Because I don't care about the mana right now. They have a 2 mana removal spell for it. And if they do, I think I'm still going to go for Tyrant's Core. So making a token. Making a token is not irrelevant. Yeah, cast down? Really? I guess they were playing around Thief of Sanity, but that's way too many spot removal spells for my opponent. Alright, I also do have Thief of Sanity. It's pretty bad though. Okay, so I'm gonna go Oath of Kaya. And then I'm gonna not play Hero, because I don't want to get Crab the Carnarium. I'm gonna keep this line in my hand in case I draw the Nicol Bolas. Can still play Tyrant's Core. And next turn, What's your opinion on Ballad versus Late Garbage? Uh, I do not like any of those. This deck is playing. This deck is playing Basilica Bellhound, and I believe it's because it's playing Narset, so you kind of need to just fight it against Mono Red. You have 3 bad cards there, but you also have 4 good cards there. So that's why I think this list is playing 4 Basilica Bellhound. Why didn't you play land? Because of Nickel Bullets, the Ravager makes you discard a card, and I don't want to discard a non-land. Alright, so they go Bedevil, and I'm gonna go Tarniscorn. To just get the value once again. This play is very good, and this shows once again how bad our spot removal spell nowadays. And how those are like, literally unplayable. Like, yeah, this is literally unplayable. Like, you cannot put the devil and cast them in your deck anymore. Alright, I need to answer this Thief of Sanity. And next turn, I can go for Hero plus Bellhound. Yeah, we do have Dovin's Veto in our deck. I don't know. I don't know how we feel about it, but that's just what we have, so. Okay, I'm gonna go Hero plus Basilica Bellhound. I don't think I want to leave mine up for Tyrant's Scorn. I just want to pressure them. So that maybe even if they cast a Thief in a couple of turns, we will still be able to race them. Yeah, I know. But you know, I think one of my good thing is that I know how to change my mind very easily. For example, now they're gonna cast Thief and I have no answers, right? Because I've used this Tyrant Scorn as aggressively as I could. And if this part which doesn't deal with it. So now, after talking so bad about the removal spell, I'm actually gonna need a removal spell. Which is kinda funny. Alright, so let's play Narset. Very good draw. What do we find on top? The Fairy, please. Okay, now we have a couple of options. One is to play Teferi, bounce the Thief, and one is to play Teferi, bounce the Oath of Gaia. Both of them are reasonable. I think I'm gonna go with bounce the Thief, because I don't want to get hit, and because I could find like a thought erasure to discard my Oath of Gaia, and I'm gonna have another activation of Narset next turn. So that's gonna hopefully find me an answer. Alright, again, there it is the answer. I'm not gonna play this land, because I don't wanna discard a spell. This deck loses 100% against White Weenie. Yeah, maybe. Oh. Okay, I'm on 29 lives, so this should probably just win me the game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean... I have lots of lines, but I'm just gonna go for a Dread Horde here. Reanimating everything. And Dreadhorde, as you can see, is just a very good card. Like, you don't necessarily need the Explore package for Dreadhorde to be a very good card. And, you know, I just have a bunch of just incremental life game with the Basilica Bellhouse playing 4 of them, so we just gain some life, and then Command Your Dreadhorde just game win against those, like, you know, mid-range decks. Alright. But again, losing to Grixis is very hard.